Yo, Nicholas, how you doing? I'll be almost ready to go in just a second here. I'm just setting things up on my end. I'm alright, man. What are you up to for today? Oh yeah, what video game you playing? Yeah. How is that game? I mean, obviously you must like it because you play it, but I always see it come across my Steam feed, and I always wonder if it's any good. Alright, so we're going to be doing multiple runs today because I'm using my own custom trailer that I bought, part of ATS 1.32 trailer ownership. So when you do that, the jobs are very limited, and I was in Las Vegas because that's where my garage is, and I had to travel all the way up to Elko in order to pick up this load. So you will be seeing a lot of teleporting between loads if they're not close enough, but this one's just going right over to Jackpot, so it's not that far, it's just 93 miles. So I'm about to get going here. know that game is really easy to run on my computer. I just never gave any thought to it because it looks nice. Graphic-wise, it looks really nice. Do you have this game, by the way? Alright, I'm back. Any plans for today? Load number 1 delivered. I appreciate everyone that's in the stream. If you are new, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm still here. This YouTube is not updating. It's not updating my chat, so I'm gonna see if I can switch over to YouTube Gaming. I appreciate the subscription, Nick. Sorry for not responding. Again, this chat is just not updating the way that it should. These are reservoir tankers. These are reservoir tankers. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm gonna see if I can switch over now. Because lately, the past couple days that I've been streaming, YouTube, the app itself, doesn't update my chat. So, I oftentimes have to go to the YouTube Gaming app in order for it to work. Alright. This truck, yeah, I ended up basically doing a few changes to make it adapted to 1.32, because usually when you go into the game originally and you try to add it, it won't, it'll come up as incompatible. So I pretty much just did a few changes and adapted it to 1.32. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go here. Current company offers. It don't like there's any right now. Let's see. I am in jackpot, so I need to see if anything's gonna come up here. I might have to teleport. No, I don't want nothing out the freight market. I want something at the cargo market. So let's see. I just left Elko, and it's trying to tell me to go back to Elko if I want to pick up this load I just did, but I don't want that. Don't want that either. So I have to deadhead all the way to Carson City. I don't want to do that. Well, the good thing is that if I do deadhead to Carson City, I can teleport there. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I did mention at the beginning that you will be seeing a lot of teleporting, because if it's gonna be too far in distance, I'm not gonna deadhead no 450 miles, you know. Which, for those of you that don't know what deadhead is, I know I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all do, especially y'all, you know, truckers that play the game. Deadhead is basically what it is like for me, example, when I was working with XPO Logistics, for example, and let's say right now I'm at home and there is a load being offered. Let's say I'm in Buffalo right now, so let's say there was a load offered in Cleveland. Cleveland is about 180 miles from me. So because I'm empty, the company will per se pay me to drive that 180 miles empty to pick up that load. So that's pretty much what deadhead is. And when I was going for XPO, I had a lot of that, and they paid pretty decently for deadhead miles. But sometimes you had to you know, drive a little bit to get the load. So that's pretty much what this is here. I mean, obviously I'm teleporting, but in real life, that's what that is. So this load is going to, I don't remember. Let's see. Can't remember where it's going to. Going to Winnemucca. So it's a good distance. I usually try to do like 1,000 to 1,500 miles of stream. So I already did 100. So this would be 255 right here. Let's see what chat says. Yeah, this truck is updated 1.32, no errors, trailer cables work. Pretty much I just went in the files and pretty much changed a couple things around and made it compatible. I tried to do that with the Viper's 389, but that gave me problems, which I expected it. But other than that, this one works. So I gotta head here for the loading area. I wonder if I could just pull in here like this. I mean, I could skip it. Yeah, let's just skip it. It'll put the trailer the right way. It'll put it facing, you see what I'm saying? It'll put it facing the correct way. Oh yeah, I mean, in the game you won't have to worry about what that means so much. I mean, you know, I just wanted to clarify what deadhead means because I said it, and a lot of people will probably be like, well, what is deadhead? You know, when you deadhead to get a load, and that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much what I just did. Like I said, the only difference is I teleported there, but pretty much, you know, it's when you have to travel empty in order to pick up a load, pretty much. And the company usually will pay you. I don't know of a company that doesn't pay you. As I said, my company paid pretty decently. About 40 cents a mile, I believe, actually. So they paid me 40 cents a mile to deadhead. So for a 180-mile trip, it came up to be about like $72 to drive 3 hours or less. So you figure $72 for 3 hours isn't bad, you know, breaks down about $26 or $24 an hour. I couldn't complain, you know. Yeah, I had some good days trucking, I tell you that. I had some good days trucking. I wish I could go back to it. And I'm thinking I will once my daughter gets a little bit older. She's only 4 right now, so she's not really at that age where she could be independent for just a few hours a day, you know what I'm saying? She was a little bit older, to the point where I could be like, okay, you know, you can stay at home between 3 and 6 until your mama get off work or something like that. I know that she could do it, and I wouldn't have to worry about it, you know, worry about nothing. But right now, I just can't do that. So that's part of the reason why I left why I left from trucking was because at the time my daughter was still 1, about to turn 2, and my wife had to do everything on her own. You know, everything from doctor's appointments and, you know, stuff like that, and it was just too much for her to do that all by herself, and I understood that. So I pretty much was like, you know what, maybe right now just isn't the right time for me to be out on the road, because it was great money. When I was doing that, bills was being paid on time or early. I could pay the rent by myself. I mean, everything was paid, you know, decently. But families sometimes outweigh that, you know. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty much 40 cents per mile you drive empty, which you think of it, 40% of 180 is, you know, $72. So, you know, you figure that's what you would get paid to, you know, drive empty. And the guy that I drove for, you had 2 options. You could either get paid 40-60, which is basically you get paid 40%, he gets paid 60% of the load, but you're not responsible for any gas. But then you could have gotten the 60-40 option, which is basically the opposite. You get paid 60% of the load, and he gets paid 40% of the load, but then you're responsible for your own fuel. And when I started to figure it out, you know, on paper, I made more money by doing the 40% option and not having to worry about fuel, because, like I said, he pays for it. So, you know, it wasn't, you know, a bad deal there, actually. No. Wait. I'm saying that wrong. Take that back. I had the 60-40 option. So I got paid 60% of the load, and he got 40% of the load. And I was responsible for my own fuel. But when I got to figuring out things, I found out that I got paid more by taking that option, you know, versus, you know, just getting paid 40 cents a load. You know, by the time I figured out how much it would cost for gas, which I figured it out to be about 15 cents for every mile that I drove in that truck. So after I added all that up, I figured that I would be getting paid about 45 cents a mile, which is, you know, what it came up to. 45 cents a mile, I paid for my fuel versus 40 cents a mile, and they pay it, you know. I was like, well, why not? I'll take it, you know, because with that 45 cent, fuel was already paid, you know, I already took that out. So 45 cents a mile wasn't too bad. Yeah, I have to think about my daughter and my wife all the time. If I don't, where's they gonna leave me, you know? But yeah, the benefit about that though, when I was driving, was that, you know, I usually didn't work. I never worked the weekends. I still drove over the road, but I rarely had to pick up a load on Saturday or Sunday. Now, the only thing was that there was a possibility sometimes that I could have a load that carried over until the next week. Like, I could pick up a load on Friday and it may not need to be delivered until Monday. And so sometimes that happens. Not much, but it does happen sometimes. And I'm on the truck. He's gonna speed up a little bit. Speed limit picked up to 80. Yeah, he's speeding up. But yeah, so yeah, sometimes I would have a load that carried over the weekend. all the way to Monday, and then sometimes I didn't have anything. But usually, if I was close to it, because I was already paying for gas, if I was close enough to my home, like usually like within like 5 hours, when Friday would come, I would just deadhead home. Now, in that case, the company doesn't pay you to deadhead back home. Ooh, that was a big frame rate drop there. Big frame rate drop. But yeah, the company doesn't pay you to deadhead home. The only time that my owner ever paid me deadhead miles, and it wasn't even the full 40 cent, he just gave me like a little bit of money, was to go home for the holiday. Hold on, let me pull over for a second. Somebody just wrote me. Yeah, the only time I got paid any type of deadhead miles was when I went home for the holidays, because I was really far out, and like I said, I live in Buffalo, and I was somewhere in Wisconsin, like Milwaukee or something, and that's give or take 600-700 miles, and it was a lot of miles to be driving with me having to pay for my own fuel, you know. And he offered to give me like a little bit of money. He gave me like, I don't know, like it was little, it wasn't much. It's like $75 to drive back home. And which, I mean, I thanked him, but at the time I was like, well, what is this really for? Because it's definitely not gonna cover my fuel. But I think it was more for food, if anything. I don't know. Yeah, that was a good job, you know. Only thing is, I had to be out for like three weeks at a time. You know, I could have been out more than that, but 3 weeks was the limit. Or they say you had to be out at least 75% of the month. However you wanted to break that down. So sometimes I would stay out for 3 weeks straight and then come back home for a week, or I would like stay home, or I would stay out for a week and come home for like a day or two. I think it ended up being like, if I stayed out for a week, I came home for like, whoa, wasn't paying attention. I think usually if I stayed out for a week, I would come home for like 2 days. It usually is, and that's, you know, why they always say trucking is not for everybody. Because you have to basically not have a wife and not have a family in order to attempt to survive doing that. Because if you are a devoted father, a devoted mother, a devoted parent, it is going to be hard to be out on the road for that long and not feel homesick and not miss them. You know, it's gonna be hard, because when I first did it, I was so excited to be out on the road, you wouldn't even imagine. I was like, man, I'm finally out here, I'm finally doing what I wanted to do, getting paid to travel the world or travel the country, and I was excited. But then after, like, it took a minute to sit in. I probably did a whole week without missing anybody, you know, did a whole week without being homesick. I was good. I did the week, but when the weekend came and I didn't have no load and I had to basically, you know, sleep out in my truck for, you know, Saturday and Sunday, then things start to sit in. Things start to sit in quick. And I'm like, damn, am I going to have to do this every single weekend, you know? Because some weekends, if I was close enough to home, I would just drive home. But I wasn't always close to home all the time. So I would have to pretty much, you know, take my truck to like a Pilot rest stop or something. And then that's where I spent my weekend at. When I did that the first time, then it started sitting in that, oh man, this is going to be life for a while. And to be honest, that's when I started feeling like, damn, you know, can I really do this? You know, then I started thinking about my wife, you know, my kid, you know, how are they doing? And then really start sitting in when you start finding out that, oh, you know, your kid is starting to do this. You know, your kid is starting to do that. You know, your kid did this for the first time, and all that stuff you're missing out on because you're not there to see it because you're out on the road. So you do miss out. You do miss out on a lot of things. You know, you miss out on a lot of things because you are on the road for 3-4 weeks at a time. You know, and a lot of stuff happens for a child in 3-4 weeks at a time, you know, because they're still growing at a fast rate, you know. So once that started happening and I started, you know, FaceTiming it, well, not FaceTiming, but I started video chatting with them a lot, and then I started missing them and everything, started missing my wife, missing my kid. And then I was like, you know what? This is going to be it eventually. It's going to have to be it eventually. And then, of course, I started hearing the struggles that my wife was enduring because at the time, she was just going to school to become a nursing assistant. So she would have to get up at like 5 in the morning, take my daughter to her grandmother's house, and then go to school, and then sometimes go back to pick her up to go to work. You know, and so eventually it took its toll on her, and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn this truck in. I can't keep doing this no more because I can't stand seeing her struggle. So I did. And I ended up coming back home, and then that was that. I don't regret coming back home. I mean, obviously, I would take that any day over being out on the road, but I do miss it. I do miss it dearly, though. I do miss it. I miss it a lot. If there was a way that I could bring both of them with me, I would. But my daughter, while my wife could come with me, my daughter can't because she's too young. So if I could bring them both with me, I would. I'm almost there. I thought I said I was going to somewhere like maybe this ain't Winnemucca. I thought it said Carson City or somewhere else. Yeah, it was. I like to think that, and for the most part I do. It's just that when situations start coming up now where you like, oh man, you're falling behind on bills a little bit, then you wish you had that kind of job. Because when I had that kind of job, I didn't have to worry about paying for nothing. Everything was paid on time. I didn't have to worry. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. I may not make this. Let's see. I might make it. look at it. Yep. I didn't think I was gonna get that. Alright, load 2 delivered. Carson City to Winnemucca. I appreciate it. Kobe Queso. Kobe Queso, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? But yeah, man, I mean, it's like I said, I would like to think that, you know, me taking time off from driving trucks on the road was a good thing. And overall, I do think that. I say about 80% of me thinks that. But then the other 20% is like, okay, you know, stuff come up. Like I said, you know, bills not get paid on time. You know, you need this done, but you can't. You have to wait till you get paid. You know, then it's like, well, damn, I wish I was back on the road because I didn't have to ever worry about that. You know, I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck then because I was making plenty of money. You know, I could have easily made up to $1,000 in a week. You know, now granted, you usually have to take out 25% for taxes because you are an independent contractor, so you have to pay your own taxes at the end of the year. But still, $750 a week wasn't bad at all, you know. All right, so let's see. We did Carson City to Winnemucca. I'm trying to keep track of all this. All right, let's see here. Carson City to Winnemucca. Yeah, $750 a week ended up being about 36 to 40,000 a year. I mean, you know, what to me was good money. My wife was working full time at the time, you know, so she was making a little bit less, about half of what I was making, but it was still decent money. Figured 340, 500 a month wasn't bad. You know, we weren't living extravagantly. You know, we weren't living the extravagant life. You know, we were just living a simple life. You know, but we didn't have to worry about anything then. You know, we didn't have to worry about bills not being paid. Bills are being paid now, but we didn't have to worry about it then. Oh, I can only take jobs in Nevada. That's right. Because I have a triple flatbed, I can only take jobs within this state. I can't. I think in Oregon too when it comes out. That's why I'm only getting jobs here and not down here. If I want to change that, obviously I could you know, not use the trailer no more. Where did I get the truck from? I haven't. I shouldn't say this, but it's in the Steam Workshop. However, if you try to go into ATS 1.32 beta, which is I assume that's what you're on now, it will come up as incompatible. I ended up changing a few things around in the file to make it compatible with 1.32. So there ain't no other jobs here but them two. And I'm tired of going back and forth between these two cities. So I am going to let's see, I'm gonna not use my trailer no more. Let's see here. How am I gonna do this? Let's go to trailer manager. Don't want to use it no more. Let's park it. Alright. So now I can get loads going other places. Because otherwise, it was going to have me just keep going back and forth to those two places. Let's see. Does it say I'm in Carson City still? Or I mean Winnemucca. Yeah, so we probably gonna end up picking up a load from there. Let's see what they got to offer though. Winnemucca to Reno, Hornbrook, Vegas, Bakersfield. I want to start heading south, but not in California. Winnemucca to Kingman. 607 miles. Winnemucca to Clifton. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to do Winnemucca to Clifton. that's a pretty good trip. It'll allow you to see the US-191. Even though I did that like yesterday, I think, but we're gonna do that. That'd be our last load. I don't know if I have to pick it up from anywhere. But yeah, I made a link for those that wanna drive the truck at 1.32. I just have to put it up. Alright, so let's see if I have to go anywhere to pick up this load. Oh yeah, I gotta drive 11 miles. I really don't want to deadhead those miles, so I'm gonna just teleport over there. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I think we'll pick it up from here, aren't we? We'll pick it up from Bitman. There we go. F9. Pick my load up. This will be the last load of the day. And my daughter is somewhere messing up the house, so hold on. Carter, what are you doing? Alright, folks. Sorry about that. Can you see AI worker in game? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Before I do that, let me see when my first stop is going to be. Probably a Tonopah. stoplight right here or something. Get hung up getting on that ramp right there. Sorry, folks. My wife keep texting me. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. If you are new, please hit that like and subscribe button. I believe we are 8 or 9 subscribers away from 400. Pretty stoked about that on this new YouTube channel. We are going from, right now we're going from Winnemucca over to Clifton, Arizona. So you all can see the new road, one of the new roads that was put into the game. Yeah, this truck moving now. I didn't have the triple reservoir tanks on before. I mean now like I did before. This truck is picking up speed. Man, I hate driving in the dark in this game. It's not so dark right now, but man, sometimes when it's pitch black, man, you can't see nothing. Really sharp curve right there. More sharper than I thought. So eventually I'm gonna rest to make it daylight. Maybe at this rest stop I'm going to. Let's see here. I got 45 hours to deliver. And wrong way. I got 16 hours to, and I have 16 hours before I get there, so yeah, I should be able to rest at least one time and make it daylight. Probably when I get to this first stop. Hate that pause I get, man. Ever since I've been in this beta, if I turn on my mirrors, I get a slight frame rate skip, and then when I turn on my brights, I get a frame rate skip. Yeah, it is really dark. That's why I said once I get to my first rest stop, I'm gonna rest. It should be right here. I think this is it. No, I don't think that's it, because it should have came up on the map. Let's see. No, I still got a little bit to go. Yeah, I got a little bit to go. Once I get to this rest stop, I'm gonna advance the time a little bit so I can get daylight, and I'm gonna fix me some noodles. I am hungry. Today is Wednesday, right, folks? Today is Wednesday. I'm pretty sure, right? I didn't watch wrestling yesterday, so when I don't watch wrestling, I tend to get confused a bit. Flip my trailer. Oh, just made that. You can't go around these corners doing no 70. Trying to read the chat here. Yeah, today is Wednesday. Okay, I was saying because still waiting on my little direct deposit because I need to go to the store and get some food, and I need to get my prescriptions and stuff. And, thinking about buying another computer game today too. I haven't bought one in a while. I'm trying to see what I should get. I don't know yet. I know somebody said that they earlier in the chat Nicholas said that he played Rocket League. That's totally not within the realm of games that I play, but I want to play something new. I can't like get like NBA Live 19 yet because it's not out yet. I can pre-order it. And actually, talking about that NBA Live 19, I found out through various because I'm part of a few Facebook groups for NBA Live 19, and I follow a few people on YouTube that plays NBA Live, and you could play the demo in like 3 or 4 days from now. So I'm definitely interested in that. I don't think you can stream it though. That's the only thing. I don't think you can stream it. I don't know. You might be able to, but if I can, I will. But I'm very excited about that. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I've still been on the fence about getting it, but I'm pretty sure I will get it. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. It's only going to be $40. Get off the shoulder. Yeah, I'm faced with some noodles. I was gonna fix Badara some noodles until she stole my peanut butter. So I sent her to lay down. She probably sleep because I don't hear her no more. Wow. That's another thing I'm telling you, I can't see. That's why I don't like driving in the dark. Should be nearing this rest stop sometimes. So that's the whole thing about driving in Nevada, man. You got a lot of these curves. But it's gonna be like that for pretty much this whole trip because going to Clifton, Arizona, there's a lot of curves too. So. Yeah, it is always good to play something new. Damn, I'm all riding on the shoulder, read the chat. Yeah, it's always good to play something new. I want to play something new, I just got to figure out what. So many things I want to do, like I want to get a webcam, I want to get a better mic, I want to get a new game. Yeah, well, not my peanut butter per se, but she got this thing where she just takes food. Like, I don't understand. I mean, like, she'll sit there and like, she'll sneak food, I should say, and it's actually really bothersome to us because we work hard to pay for this stuff, and then she just you know, sneaks it. You know, and we usually end up throwing out whatever she sneaks, because it's like, who wants a jar of peanut butter when a 4-year-old stuck her hand in it? You know. So we end up. So I threw that out. Yesterday she got into the Jello that wasn't even made yet. It was still in the box. Had to throw that out. Oh, can I make this turn? Yeah. So yeah, had to throw that out because she got her hand in it. And it's just like, we get tired of it, to be honest. And it's getting on my nerves for sure. It's like every day is something new. And so what my wife suggested we started doing is that every morning, or not every morning, but like have a sandwich for her in the refrigerator every morning. So like we make like a whole bunch of sandwiches, and we obviously yeah, make that turn. We make a bunch of sandwiches, and obviously we hide the extra ones, but we make enough for her to wake up every morning and grab that sandwich when she wakes up. And we think that maybe, just maybe, thank you, maybe that would curb the whole sneaking stuff. I don't know if I can. That ain't gonna work. Straighter than this. I know. I'm trying to straighten out a little bit here. Shut up. I know. Straighten out. That's about to get up against this building right here if I can. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's even gonna accept it right here. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, it's about to become daylight anyway. Man, I should have just waited. This is about to be daylight in like a couple hours. Outlaw Trucker, welcome to the stream, man. Ernie. Awesome job parking the truck. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. So I think we're going to start making sandwiches for her every morning. So that, we don't have to worry about that. Because we think a lot of the problem is, to be honest, is that, like, me and my wife, like, we could literally go all day without eating. Literally. I mean, I could literally go all day without eating. My wife can. We're not, like, waking up. That's the first thing we want, something to eat. We could go all the way to 4 or 5 o'clock at night before we think about eating. And I have to remember that my daughter can't do that. And I have to remember that, she's not going to be able to go to 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon without eating. So I do put part of that blame on me, because if she would have had something in there, because before when we were putting her little Lunchables and stuff in there, it was no issue. We didn't have to worry about that. And when we had cereal, she would just make her own cereal. Can't now. I mean, she could make cereal if it's not a full gallon, because the full gallon is just too heavy for her. So let's see where we're going to stop at now. We are about 7:58 out. We're probably going to stop in Vegas. Somewhere in Vegas. Maybe, yeah, probably right there. We're headed to Clifton, Arizona. I don't want time to keep running down, so I will be right back, folks. I can still see the chat. So feel free to talk. But I'll be right back. Meantime, I don't know. I could play some music. Not good music, but I could play some music. Alright, I'm back. After all the way around, can I just go right here? Let me see. I wonder if this is a bridge up here or something. Yeah, I can see it. I was about to turn around. Come on, some cars. You said what? Oh, I got what in, Ernie? You said I got something in. I wonder if I can turn this way. None of these cars are gonna turn here, probably. It's because I'm over the line. Yeah, see how he's slowing down? He won't even turn. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, okay? Cause I've been debating about this with a few people lately. If SCS was to tell you today that we want to start delivering, you know, better and quicker content for ATS, but you have your choice of either us putting out trucks a lot faster, or you have the choice of putting out states faster. Which one would you take? Would you rather them devote more time towards putting out trucks, or would you rather them devote more time towards putting out states, you know, in a quicker time that they are doing now? I know me personally, I said I could do without trucks, only because there are many talented modders out there that can put together a really, really great mod truck, this being one of them. So I feel that while it's nice to get an official international Volvo in the game, there's modders for that. But you haven't really found a modder that can put a state together really good, you know. So, you know, in my opinion, I'd rather go for EL Fresh. Welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you coming by. I'd rather SCS put out states faster, you know, if I had to pick between states and trucks. Because let's face it, they got a lot on their plate right now between trying to get licensing for certain trucks and putting out states at the same time. They got a lot on their plate, you know, and it's hard for us to be patient when we're here stuck with 4 states and, you know, a bulk of us hardcore players that play this game a lot, you know, have discovered, you know, over 75% of the roads in the game. You know, so it is kind of hard for us to be patient, you know, because we're twiddling our thumbs waiting for them to come out with a new state. But at the end of the day, I'd rather them devote time over states versus trucks any day. Turn right here so I can discover this road. Catch up on the chat here. Oh, I didn't miss nothing. I did a load using my own trailer from Elko to Jackpot. Another load from Carson City to Winnemucca, and this is the last load I'm on now, going to Clifton, Arizona. Welcome, Captain Smoke. You just wishes 1.32 releases like full version? No. I was just talking about, you know, if SCS, which is the people that made this game, if SCS gave us an option on whether to devote more time towards getting licensing for trucks, because we only got 4 of them in this game, or to devote more time towards putting out states, which one will people go for? That's all I was asking. You will tell them to make MP. What do you mean by that? Or you mean to update truckers MP to 1.32? Yeah, I wrote you. I said wow. That was actually pretty that was pretty legit though. I liked it. all over the road. Alright, hold on. Oh, some real servers, yeah. But see that, but you gotta remember though, SCS doesn't do truckers MP. That's a totally different set of people. But if you mean if SCS comes out with their own MP, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. And then even if truckers MP added things like traffic and stuff, man, that'll bring a whole new element to MP though. But at the same time though, you ain't gonna be able to have no weak ass computer either to be able to handle online multiplayer and traffic on top of that. You can't have no weak ass computer if that ever happens though. Oh, I thought that was your car. But they do need some real servers though. Maybe even have it to where people can rent their own server or something. You know, where they could customize it to the way they want to. They want to add traffic, not add traffic. You know, they want to invite a certain amount of people, not invite a certain amount of people. I think that they should do that. No, there's quite a few trucking games for like iPhone or Android, but they're not as good as this, no. I'll be back. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. I'm back. See how far I got to Vegas here. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I'm right outside of it. Okay. Once I get to Vegas, I'm going to pull over for a few minutes. Pull over for a few minutes, catch up on the chat, and get my noodles out the pot. That stop sign. I really don't need to pull in. I could have pulled anywhere, I guess. Let's do this. Stop here for a few minutes. Let's see here. you would like to see this. Yeah, I would like to see ATS come with real good servers. You know, it would be even better if you customize your own server. You know, maybe if they allow you to rent out a server or something where you could, you know, do what you want to it. And if you can actually use any mod in MP, that would be great, because MP is so bland where you can only use SES trucks and SES sounds, and their sounds, I won't lie, they suck. They suck and they sound bad. You know, but to have your own mods, your own trailers, your own trucks, your own anything in MP, that would be awesome. But that's a long way from now. That's the least thing on their mind right now. Yeah, they've been talking about it for a long time. They're gonna do it eventually, where they're gonna add AI traffic to Truckers MP. A lot of people have been asking for it. You know, I don't mind it being there, because then that allows you to not have to, you know, some people go into MP and they just drive solo. So to be able to add traffic would be something spectacular, you know, for some people. Like I said, you have to have a really good computer to run MP if they add traffic. If they add traffic plus online gameplay, yeah, you gotta step up your PC, that's for sure. Alright, y'all. Back again. Had to get my doodles out. Let's see. Where am I going to go to now? We are, should be 500 something miles out. 562. Kingman is not that far, so let's see. I might. Where do I want to stop at? That's where we're going. We're going to Clifton. I don't know why I said I hadn't explored this road, because I did. I think what happened is because I also wondered, because I had a garage in Vegas, and then they all of a sudden said that I didn't have the garage no more. But I think what it was that something was happening to my game, and I had to go to an earlier mod, or I had to go to an earlier load point, and it took out some of these explored roads. Because you remember, for those that was here when I streamed last, I started in Yuma and I took the 95. Or no, I didn't even take the 95. I did that in a recording. I took the 95, but I went from Yuma all the way through here to Tucson, all the way over to San Simon, and then I went up here to Clifton, so I discovered that part. And I went up here to the 60, and then I cut over to Socorro, and then I took the 25 down, discovered that part, went to Las Cruces, and then I went from Alamogordo to Artesia, discovered Carlsbad, and over to Hobbs. I did that, and then now say I didn't discover any of that. So, and the thing is that once I went to that older load point, I wasn't able to go back to a newer one. So, that part sucks, but it is okay. We are going to stop right here at this little exit right there. Well, yeah, the MP is not even part of SCS. Truckers MP, that's totally different people, totally different developers. So, what they do is what they do. Whether they will allow us the ability to add our own trailers to that, I don't know. That's a whole different ball game there. But they have been talking about for a long time of adding AI traffic. Now, Truckers MP, it is mod accessible. Just have to make it compatible for Truckers MP. There is a few mods out there you can use. Obviously, they're not as great as if you were using the mods for the regular game, but there are definitely mods out there. I definitely agree there. That's one thing they do need to fix, is add more custom sounds. Like I just said earlier, their engine sound right now suck in MP. They suck. There's definitely no denying that. Hey, Seeker, welcome back, man. How you doing? See what you said, because you wrote a long thing there. No, Seeker, what he is saying is that when it comes to Truckers MP, the reason that he doesn't want to play it is because of the stock SCS sounds. Now, you might know something that I don't know, but as far as I know, there is no sound mod for Truckers MP. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me and let me know, but I don't think there's a sound mod for Truckers MP, and that's all he's saying is that in MP, the stock sounds are just bad. I thought there was a light here. I wasn't sure. I have it Cummins right now, actually, in this truck. I'm not on coast to coast. I'm just on the regular map. But I'm doing good, Seeker. How you doing? What you up to? What y'all plan to do? Do not turn in front of me. Thank you. Yeah, we're headed to Clifton today. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's all he's saying. That's all. No, they won't have any good mods. I mean, there's mods out there where you can add basic stuff. You know, where you can add basic stuff to MP, but nothing major, you know. Oh, did I hit him? Oh, wait, I was close. Good thing I had the cab over. Almost smacked him. Oh yeah, that do sound good right now. Some shrimp and some crab legs. That actually sounds really good right now. Oh shit! Oh, my bad. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Damn, that scared the shit out of me. I don't know if I can back up now. I can back up a little bit. Damn, that scared the shit out of me. Made my heart jump. That sucks. They ain't gonna move. I think I'm stuck here. I can probably back up a little bit. He backing up with me. How's he backing up with me for? Oh, now. Oh, he probably hooked up to the truck and everything. Backing up now. Come on, car. Wait a second, car. I was eating that time. Or that wasn't even eating. I was just trying to show the front of the cab. And I had every intention on, you know, going back to the front here. And I didn't go back fast enough. They gonna be stuck there for a minute. But AI don't have sense enough to go around. That sucks. Well, hell yeah, that made my heart jump. Good. Whenever stuff like that happen, I know it's a video game, but man, that shit scared the shit out of me, man. Because you don't expect it, you know. You don't expect running into somebody like that. Nah, I'm eating a bowl of noodles, but like I said, I wasn't even eating anything. I was just trying to show the front of the truck, and then I just didn't turn around fast enough. Can I go up here? Let me see something. I don't think I can. No, I think I'm telling me to come back around. Oh no, yeah, I can. I don't know now. Where the hell is this gonna lead me to? This ain't gonna be on the 93. I wonder if the 93 is under me. Yeah, it sure is. I don't know where this is gonna lead me to. I think it's gonna lead me back to the 93 at some point, but I'm gonna have to go all the way around into it. It's not taking me back to the city, so this would be interesting. Let me see. I just want to be sure. Oh yeah, it's gonna take me all the way around. Oh well. Driving Freightliner FLB, the one I was telling you about, the one I was asking you if it works, the 1.32. That's what I'm driving. They didn't move the green light. Maybe. I smacked right dead in that damn car. Do I eat Spam? I used to. I don't no more. Way too much sodium, and I can't take all that sodium. I think it's good though. My opinion. A lot of people don't like Spam, but I love it. It's just way too much sodium in it for me. I want to say I ain't never been down here before. This is different. So what do you do, Ernie, when you be driving in this game? Do you literally, like, when you get to a truck stop, do you literally just sit in the game and just sit at the truck stop? I'm just curious. Oh, I had to turn that trailer in because I was only able to use it in Nevada. And I kept getting jobs going to the same two places. So I parked it. The news didn't distract me. Like I said, what it is I tried to show the front of this truck, because I usually do, because sometimes it takes away from people asking me what it is I'm driving. So usually if I show the front, they usually be like, oh, okay, I know now. Oh, okay, this is right too. Wasn't sure what it was going to take. Now I know. Damn, people whizzing by here. I was about to stick my ass out there too. It's hard to pull out these intersections sometimes. You gotta worry about everybody turning. What's up, Francisco? Connecticut in the building. What part of Connecticut? I'm in New York right now. Anybody new to the stream, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. As we are entering into Arizona, we left from Winnemucca, and we are going over to Clifton, Arizona. Yeah, Winnemucca. Using the Freightliner FLB by Harven. The link will be provided after the stream is done and the video is uploaded. So be sure to check it out once the video is uploaded. You can get the link for this truck within the description. And it will be compatible and working with ATS 1.32 as you see right here. I'm gonna have to get over eventually anyway, because I have to turn left to get on the freeway. I'll do it right now. You can eat spam with eggs and grits. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you're in Bridgeport. How far is that from Stamford? I mean, imagine it can't be that far, but yeah, I used to be able to eat spam when I was a kid, when I didn't have to worry about sodium. I didn't have to worry about eating a whole bunch of salt. I would love the shit out of some spam, man. I could eat it straight out the can, but no, I can't eat spam now. Spam will mess with me in the wrong way. Yeah. No. You said I'd do that. You gotta get some water out the faucet. I'll give it to you in a second. But you can't have this one. Come back here. I said I'll give it to you. Sit down. I used to eat it like that too, actually, with eggs and grits. I don't eat grits no more either, but I used to eat spam with eggs and grits. Oh, I'm about to pull in here. now I gotta rediscover about 10% of roads now that I lost when I went to that earlier load point. Like, I know I discovered Clifton before, the whole entire road. We are 8 subscribers away from 400. So excited, so excited. I'm thinking about a couple things on what to do at that point, or maybe at 500 subscribers. I was thinking about getting a webcam so that I can actually be on cam as I'm streaming. I thought about getting a new mic. I don't know yet. I need a better computer table for sure, but I don't know what to do yet. I'm still debating. So I do want to bring this up too. I was just, well, hold on, let me see what you said. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. Like, yeah, like I'll drive until it gets dark, and then when I stop for a rest, I usually would just turn it to daylight, and that's if I have enough time. If I'm able to do that without being late. Because I could rest one more time and before I'm late. So yeah, I usually go to a rest stop. Like right now, I go to a rest stop. I'll rest, have it become daylight, but it's 12 a.m. right now, so yeah, when it gets daylight, it'll be like 8 in the morning probably. Because I don't like driving in the dark, man. I don't even like driving in the dark in real life, but I definitely don't like driving in the dark in the game, because you can't see nothing. There's no way that I should be driving down to 40, and I used to stay in Arizona. There's no way I should be driving down to 40 with my brights on. Not every part of the 40, you know. But no, I wanted to ask this because there's quite a few people in there. So the past few days I've been streaming more than I've been recording. If you had a preference, would you rather see me stream more than I record, or would you rather me record more than I stream? Because I know there are some YouTubers that are converting over to strictly streaming. I know some that do it. Some prefer to stream over recording, and others prefer to record over stream. I personally don't mind either way. I don't mind either way to an extent. All right, no problem, man. I'll catch you later. I don't mind. I don't mind either way. The benefit of recording is that if I know I have something coming up and I'm going to be away for a couple days or something, I can usually string together a whole bunch of recordings and schedule them to upload. So that is the benefit of me recording videos. Now, if I decide to go to strictly streaming, or or streaming for majority of the time, then that would mean that I can really only stream on the days that I have off, which is Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Saturday and Sundays. So just let me know if you prefer me to stream mostly or you prefer me to record. Now, that's not saying that if I stream all the time I won't do any recordings, or vice versa. It just means I will devote more time towards one thing. I don't think I'm getting off here, am I? I'm telling you. Not yet. Yeah, no way I'm getting off here. That's what I was asking you. I asked you that when you be playing this game and you come to a rest stop, do you literally go to the rest stop and sit and game at the rest stop? Like, you don't just like rest and then leave the game? Like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but like, because it seems like, if I had to guess, it seems like you really treat this as a true simulator. Like, it seems like you're really serious about this game. Cause I know some people, they have logbooks. Some people will literally drive like I'm doing now, and they pull up to this rest stop, and then they'll pull in, cut the truck off, and then they'll sit there in game at the rest stop and don't do nothing. They just sit there until they feel that they're rested, and then they'll drive again. Let's go with this one. So we'll take it. There we go. It's okay. What's up, T? What's up, Tavares? How you doing? Wow. That's a weird outcast. Oh, where you at now? All right, 348 miles. Let's see where I'm gonna stop at now. Should stop in Holbrook. I think I am. Stop right there. That'll probably be my last stop, is in Holbrook. I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes. Hopefully eat the rest of my noodles. This is a weird outcast. What time is it in game? It's 11:32 in the morning. I don't know if it's because I have mods active that are causing this to happen. I don't know. But I've been having weird looks sometimes. Like, sometimes it gets dark late, and sometimes it don't. I don't know. Oh, you in Arkansas, huh? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too, to just stream more often. Because it gives me time to interact with my subscribers. Now I would still do recordings, but I just focus more time on streaming. I'm almost ready to pull off. I'm just trying to eat the rest of my stuff here. I'm ready to pull off in 1 more minute. So I think what I'll do is that I will stream the days that I'm off, just Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I think I'll record the other 3 days, or at least put up a video 2 out of those 3 days. know that was totally illegal. Totally illegal, but this is a video game at the end of the day. I'm sorry, folks. Now I have to see the exit. Wait a minute. Cause oh man, I'm getting all confused now. I should have just got off back there. So I gotta turn around again.
You look like an earring there. Well, look at your hair. That's an earring there.
Alright folks, this is the last break I'm taking here. And then from here we are pretty much going to be going down to 77 through Sholo, over east on the 60 to the 191. Then we're going to be going into Clifton. link for this truck will be provided after this video is done processing and uploads to YouTube. Check the description, and you'll find the link to this truck for 1.32. It do, don't it? It do. It really, really do. A lot of people say that though. That, you know, the some of these cab overs, they remind them of them souls from back in the day. And that's, man, that's back in the day. That's even before I was born. I appreciate you watching though, man. If you are new, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the last leg of our trip. We're now headed down towards Clifton, Arizona. I don't think we're stopping no more. We left Winnemucca. In Nevada. Dropped off my triple flatbeds, and picked up this load going to Clifton. We are now on one of the new roads for American Truck Simulator around the US-191 going to Clifton. Now, I think in a later update, what they should do is have the 191 connect from where I just turned that, going up towards Kayenta. And because that is also on Route 191 as well. The only thing about going through here is it is 35 miles an hour, and I forgot that quick. But for majority of this route is very slow. I'm gonna slow down to at least 40, 45. Yeah, it's really slow going through here. Since I'm running out of fuel, it used to tell you up here how long you had until you could, till you need to fill up. I should be okay though. I should be okay. I ain't got no choice because there ain't no other gas station. Oh yeah, I know. I think I want to try that. I think I'm going to do a video with that. You already know my deal. If I make anything like that, I don't do that stuff for free. That's for sure. because it takes too much of my time to do it. So I don't know if I'm gonna make any trailer skits. To be honest, you know, I usually don't use SCS trailers when I do my own videos, when I do live streams. So once this full version of this 1.32 is out, I'll probably start using modded trailers. I never delivered here before. I assume that's this way. Oh yeah, you know it is, because that's what Oregon is known for. It's going to be nothing but a bunch of log haulers. You're going to see tons of videos. I'm going to be one of them too. Alright, that load finally delivered. Seemed like it was taking forever. With no gas. Yeah, I got a few accidents. They're gonna take some money away from me. 3,000, not too bad. Alright folks, that will do it for this live stream. We picked up an Elko going to jackpot. We had the deadhead to Carson City. Picked up from there. Going to Winnemucca and dropped my triple flatbed there. And then we went from Winnemucca to where we just delivered here in Clifton. If you haven't already, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe button. I think what I'm going to try to do from here on out is I'm going to stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, Saturday, and Sundays, which those are my off days, unless of course I have something to do. And then the recording part, I will try to record and upload videos on my off days, which is or on the days that I work, which is Monday and then Thursday, Friday. So I appreciate you all for coming through. Appreciate for you all that did hit that like, to hit that sub button. The link for this truck will be in the description once the video processes and uploads to YouTube. Until next time, folks, take care.